Hello, my darlings. This is Evolving with Etta. And this week, it's only Monday. This week, for these 2 days, Sunday and Monday, I have received on social media, of course, Facebook, the first message, messages from first Trent Shelton. He just sometimes Trent Shelton is a motivational speaker. He sometimes has he just spare in a moment, he'll just go live. He could be working out or he could just be sitting at a table or at a chair in a chair somewhere. And he'll just go live because he's just adamant about feeding encouragement and just information or just words and a feeling that the world needs. Um, hi. um, my channel is about life and relationships. And I just had to upload this recording at this moment in time. I didn't even, put on any fake up because it was I just got finished looking at Will Smith's um his YouTube, Best Shape of My Life. I guess you could say a documentary. Um what's so crazy is that he's the type of person that Will Smith, of course, um he is so driven to overcome who he really is inside. I can so identify with that. And it's crazy because he's like, yeah, I'm 52. Well, I am 2 years older than that. And he's just becoming aware of who he really is and why he's so driven to do these things. And watching that documentary, I'm just sitting there like, of course, my life does not at all mirror Will Smith's, but the laughter, the jokes, the intellectual and articulate conversations that he has, the perfectionism in him is so crazy because it's so much about him that he's um not really not happy with, but he just wants to be so much more. And Will Smith to us is a lot, but for himself, and just like for me, for many others, could be for you, he is he does not feel as if he has achieved enough. He went so far as to I'm not gonna tell the documentary because some of you guys might wanna see it, and you may have never, might not have had the chance to see it yet. But he is so driven to do so much in such extreme measures because he has to outdo himself. He has to be at the top. He has to be the best. He has to, but that comes from upbringing. He tells a story about his dad. And again, I'm not going to talk about it because you may want to see it and experience it for yourself. I could not and still cannot get myself together. I- I don't know if I felt really, really like, oh my God, not sorry for him. I mean, I don't know why I felt like I could relate because in a situation where people are always looking at you to be a certain way, to, to present this certain thing, to represent this certain thing because of what their image of you is or what you've been taught you should be for people or what you shouldn't be. You know, it's just, oh, it's just like I was watching that thing and my feelings were all over the place because I could identify with um covering up, I guess, um masking, the insecurities, the vulnerabilities. And I mean, because for me, I'm always in a position of leadership. I'm always in a position of a certain class. Um, just always, and I'm not complaining, but I do feel pressure. Always at the, always on a pedestal, you know, always um, looked up to, not just because I'm so freaking tall, always looked up to. So with that, I I don't like letting people down. With that, I don't like not being able to deliver, not having the information, not making the picture look pretty, not make it, not having the picture look appropriate. Oh, for so long, I have just had to keep it together. Keep it looking like this or to look like that. And not for anybody but self, just because that made me feel okay. That made me feel I'll be liked. That made me feel um they won't, talk about me. They won't dislike me. They won't judge me. I mean, and it's crazy. I'm the first one to say, "Oh, please. They talked about Jesus. You know they're going to talk about you. They judge the Lord. So you know they're going to judge you." But still, reality and what you tell yourself are two different things. Once that reality hits, it hits. So, back to the Trent Shelton thing. He delivered a massive message talking about November. It should be the month of no. No meaning no more fake stuff. No meaning, oh my God, he went through a whole list of stuff. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. And when I edit this, I will definitely make sure that I put them in because there were so many different boxes that I checked as he named them. So for too long, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, we like to paint a picture. I'll just say for me, the picture that I have painted again is one that is the leader. I have my stuff together because I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it, and when it's supposed to be done. Yeah, that perfectionism thing, I'm still trying to beat that thing up out of me because it is an ugly curse. So, with that, I just wanted to say do yourselves a massive favor. Get in touch with your feelings and watch the Will Smith documentary. I don't know how long it goes. I've seen 2 episodes and it's on YouTube. It just made me get it together. It just made me get on here and work it out so that I could record. And I just needed to open up for some reason. I just needed to express that. And I hope you find it as honest and raw and enjoyable as I did. It's pulling back a lot of layers. And it's crazy enough, in the midst of all this, trying to get his shape back to, he wants to be in the best shape of his life, trying to get all that together. He was working on his memoir, which is probably what was driving him bananas, focusing on so much at one time, but that's a driven person. He sat too long with himself while he was, d- before COVID, before he got the COVID weight. He was working on the Venus and Serena story, where he plays their dad, and he had gained weight for that role. So, unfortunately, on top of that, COVID kicked in and just gave him a little extra than he had intended to have. So, yeah, just check that documentary out on YouTube and leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.